Hey yo people, how you all getting on? This is your boy Popsy from Future Shock Studios and welcome back to yet another episode. Today we're going to be talking about this microphone. It's the Yoga DM868. So let's roll the intro. Just before we begin, all the audio will be recorded on this, the Yoga DM868, which is going into my Apollo Twin X via Logic and running straight into my MacBook Pro. Oh, by the way, do check the timestamps out to help you navigate throughout the video. The gain on the microphone is set at 58 decibels. I'm recording in 24-bit at 48 kilohertz. And as usual, I won't be doing any post-processing on my voice. So do take a moment to keep checking the information down below. Okay, let's just jump and see what comes in the box. So the Yoga DM868 comes in this hard plastic carrying case, which has got foam padding at the bottom and the top of the case, and you have this cutout for the microphone to sit snugly into the microphone. You get this chrome metal style finish microphone, and you also get this user manual to help you start off with the microphone. So as you can see, there's not a lot that actually comes in the box apart from this really sexy looking microphone. That being said, the microphone is retailing in the UK from around the £38 to £50 mark, depending on which retailer you purchase it from. Okay, let's just go and have a look at some of the nerdy stuff, the technical specification. And yes, this microphone, as cheap as it is, still has a bit of technical specification that comes with it. Let's go and have a look. Okay, the Yoga DM686 is a dynamic microphone, which simply means you won't require any phantom power or external phantom power. The polar pattern is a cardioid. The frequency response is 60 Hz to 16,000 kHz. The impedance level is 250 ohms and the sensitivity is minus 78 decibels. You will require a 3-pin XLR to connect this to your interface, and it's made with a die-cast zinc housing. And the weight of the Yoga DM686 is around the 0.7 kilograms. Let's begin by doing a proximity test on the microphone. This is a proximity test on the Yoga 868. This is a proximity test on the Yoga 868, and this is what the microphone sounds like. Okay, I'm going to do a proximity test with a windshield to see what that sounds like. This is a proximity test on the Yoga 868 with a windshield, and this is what the microphone sounds like. This is a proximity test on the Yoga 868, and this is what the microphone sounds like. Okay, let's do a plosive test on the Yoga DM868. Peter Pan picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Pan picked a peck of pickled peppers. Let's do a plosive test with a windshield. Peter Pan picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Pan picked a peck of pickled peppers. Let's do a off rejection test with the Yoga DM868. This is me talking directly past the Yoga mic to avoid any plosives. This is a off-axis rejection test, and I'm speaking 90 degrees on the left of the microphone. This is a off rejection test on the Yoga, and I'm speaking 90 degrees on the right of the microphone. Now I've got the microphone back in its usual position, and this is what it sounds like. So let me get my headphones on just to see what the handling noise on this microphone is, and this is what the microphone sounds like. Okay, so I've bought a really good mate of mine's, Rejection, to do some vocal testing on this microphone. So Rach, take it away.
Up in my head, can't get in. Curious to know what I did today that was worth my time, my pay, worth living alive today. Stay cool, stay chill. I'm still not sacrificing me today. Just to say I burned myself into the ground. Quite frankly, burned alive. Ashes now flowing past your windowside. But look, I did it. I did you proud, even if it left me broken down. Up in my head, can't get in. Curious to know what I did today that was worth my time, my pay, worth living alive today. Stay cool, stay chill. I'm still not sacrificing me today. just to say I burned myself into the ground. Quite frankly, burned alive. Ashes now flowing past your window, sober. Look, I did it. I did you proud, even if it left me broken down.
Thank you very much, Rach. You absolutely sounded amazing as always. Okay, so for some final thoughts on this microphone, let's talk about the pros. Overall, I've got no complaints with the build quality of the microphone. The microphone is actually very well built. So cosmetically looking at this microphone, I think it's a very sexy phone. And I do really like the silver chrome mirrored finish that this microphone gives. For me, I love having it on my mantelpiece and putting it on a stand. When somebody walks in, they will say, wow, and what is that mic? This dynamic, nostalgic looking microphone, giving you a feel that the microphone was built somewhere in the 50s or the 60s. It's just a great looking mic. The microphone does a pretty good job at rejecting sound from the rear and the sides. So are there any cons? Absolutely yes. One of the biggest cons for me, if you are going to be using this microphone for voiceover, any type of singing, both the proximity and the plosive test clearly showed that you will need some kind of pop filter to use this microphone. All in all, it's a pretty decent sounding microphone. It is extremely well built, which has pretty good background noise rejection. The sound that you get from this microphone is still going to be a lot better, much better in fact, than the sound that you get from your DSLR camera, iPhone or an Android phone. To give you an example, I am now doing a microphone test on the Canon DSLR camera. I am now doing a microphone test on my DSLR camera. That's how my Canon DSLR sounds in comparison to this microphone. Anyway, peeps, I would love to know what you guys thought of this microphone. Leave your comments down below. Anyway, that's all you're going to get from me for today. Please do hit that like button or smash it if that's something you're into. And I shall see you next week.